Hello, guys. We are reaching out to you right from the Cresters Media studio, and paraventure will be asking questions like, "What is the Cresters Media? Who are the frontiers of the Cresters Media? What is it all about? What is the vision? What is the mission? And what are we going to be doing through this platform?" So today we have the opportunity to host the HOD of the Cresters Media, and here today he's going to be telling us a lot of things. He's going to be bringing justice to the questions that we have in our heart. So the first question is that, okay, sir, just go on to introduce yourself to us, sir.
Thank you for having me. My name is Asama Godfrey, also known as the propagator of the gospel. By the special grace of God, the HOD of the Cresters Media.
I love that name, the propagator of the gospel.
Thank you,
so
sir.
you propagate the gospel through the media.
I'm telling you, yes,
wow,
sir.
That is very nice, sir.
Thank you,
so
sir.
quickly, sir, now we go over to the next question. The question is, what is the Cresters Media all about? What is it all about? Like, what is it all about? What is the Cresters Media all about? People have been asking, some people may be asking questions. Even me, I want to know. I want to know the meaning of the Cresters Media. What is it all about? Just tell us in a nutshell.
Cresters Media is all about having intellectual conversation. It's all about reaching wider audience, and it's all about bringing the tools that will help to reach wider audience. Yes, in Cresters Media, we are going to be talking, or we do talk about topics on finances. We do talk about topics on marriages. We do talk about topics in all
spheres of life.
Yes, by the special grace of God, we are going to be doing that using this channel.
Wow. Yes, sir. So you are trying to tell us that the Cresters Media is fully packed to impact lives. And
yes, sir. We are going to be doing a lot of interviews. We meet people, just like I've said. I've mentioned some areas of life. We are going to be doing interview to ask questions, even those places that we've been asking questions. How do we do this? How do this came about? Even in ministry, we are going to be answering those questions using the Cresters Media.
Okay. So there are other things that people are also asking. You know, in every mission, there is a vision, and in every vision, there have to be a clear purpose of the vision. So now the Cresters Media is a platform whereby you said that people are going to be impacted maritally, financially, physically, health-wise, because I know that is involved too.
Yes.
Health-wise, also spiritually, which is our core reason of establishing it. So in all spheres of life, people are asking the question, what is the vision? Because we all know that the Cresters Media is not only the media that we have. There are so many vast medias. So the question now is, what is the vision of the Cresters Media?
All right, I love that particular statement you just made, the last listen, where you said, you know, that we have other media, around the world. Yes, I believe that every one of us, everybody have their audience. I believe every specific person, each one of us have their audience. I know also that we have our audience, but that is not even the answer. The answer is we as the Cresters Media, just like Jesus said, go into the world and preach the gospel to the whole nation. You know, just like I've said in the previous question, where I said we are going to be doing interviews and do a lot of things, even skills. We are going to be teaching skills on this platform. You know, reaching out to people is not just about one topic, being in one topic. Yes, we are going to be reaching out to this particular, the purpose of this channel or this the Cresters Media is to reach out to a lot of people who want to voice out, who actually have a message, who want to voice out their message but don't know how, because we are going to be revealing or doing some interviews. We are going to be teaching you on how to voice out your message. We are going to teach a lot of things actually.
Or eventually you are watching us from everywhere or from anywhere. You'll be asking the same question that me I'm asking, the vision of the Cresters Media. And he mentioned one thing, he said audience and then reaching out to the world. That I think the chapter of the Bible that you are quoting is Matthew chapter 28.
Yes.
Matthew 28 verse I think is 18 to 20. So he said, go into the world and make disciples of the whole nation. So baptizing them and teaching them according to everything that I've taught you. Then I am with you always to the very end of the age. So yes. I think from what you have just said, the Cresters Media is a platform whereby, pardon me to say, you also correct me if I'm making mistakes. They are trying to say that the Cresters Media is a platform whereby it impacts people. The core reason is the gospel, like reaching out to the people, to the nation. But then the means of conveying this thing is through the media. You convey it through the media in the aspect of the marital, the aspect of the finance, and the aspect of the economic, because everything concerns us in the kingdom. We are not just saying that we are not limited to the spiritual aspect of everything. Yes. Reaching out to God's people involves the marital aspect of it, the financial aspect of it, and
spiritual
everything.
aspect, even career.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. That is a very, 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 very good vision, and God will help us.
Amen.
A lot of people are already anticipating for it.
Yes.
A lot of people are already anticipating for it. Yes, I know that. So the question again that might be in the mind of people now is, why was it so important to start this media? I pointed out something. I said that there are so many media. You said that this generation is a digital generation. So now, if there is no church now, or if you want to make impact in the life of people, the main place that you can do it is through the media. So everybody, I just want to establish that everybody have media now. So what is so important that others have not done that we want to bring out through the Cresters Media? What's so different? Why are we unique? What's the uniqueness of our niche?
Basically, before we move into that, if you check our logo, you'll see that we have a play button from the heart of the logo. That is the center now. You see a play button on blue. What that play button actually means is that the Cresters Media, we have a lot to do with videos and content. Yes, and if you check around it, you'll see that we have some waves around the play. So the wave is indicating the movement, the growth. Yes, as the transition we are moving. That is how we move. So you ask, we have other different media. What is so special about the Cresters Media? I believe that each one of us, just like I've said in the previous, each one of us have their audience. Let me just use this example of our fathers. Let me start from Papa Adeboye. So should we say because there's Papa Adeboye doing ministry, Bishop David Oyedepo now said since this our fathers, there's somebody ahead of us already. Let me just quit my own, or let me just leave it. Let me just forget about living it. And you can't just imagine. So you see, each one of us have a message. Each, like personally, I have a message. You personally, you have a message. So Cresters Media coming to make impact, we have our message. Unique one.
You have our message.
Yes, unique one too.
Uniquely.
And I believe we have our audience. Yes, we have.
Yeah, there are plenty audience. Even the audience of others are also among them.
Yes, actually.
We have audience. Even we ourselves are our number one audience.
Good.
So that is it for that.
Yes,
so another question is, what impact will TCM make? Allow me to use the word TCM.
All right, I believe, yes, I understand.
What impact are they going to be making? Are they going to just be like the normal platforms or the people?
Okay, for those of us who don't know TCM basically means the Cresters Media. So in the Cresters Media, just like we've been discussing, we are going to be having intellectual conversation, intellectual interviews, educational content. All of these things are going to be updated here on this channel.
The next question that we have is, how did TCM began? How did the Cresters Media began? And specifically, from which unit did it begin? Like from which group of people did it start from? And those group of people, where were they trained? Where did they belong? Because everybody can just come and say, we are starting one thing, and they do not even have background training and discipleship. So what is TCM teams? Where are they trained? Where are they coming from? This is what we want to hear. And what is the main reason, or what is the passion behind establishing TCM?
I would say TCM started from when we started service. That is, we serve in church. Just like every other person will go to church and they will choose, or they will say that I want to serve in this unit. It all began like that. Though we go to church, especially I serve in ministry called Christ Christian Center, which is also known as the Kingdom Advancement Embassy, and I serve in the media department. So we serve, we buy some courses, we go through them. After that, we come back and share what we learn. Like in our unit, we even have a day where we come and we have conversation that we build us, conversation that we keep us going. So we continue like that. And on Friday, which we normally do our services or meeting, we will serve those things we learn. We just practicalize them. We are learning, and there's a platform for us to exercise what we are learning. That is how the thing started. And as we are doing that, a time came where people begin to reach out to us that they need our service. We should come and do this. We should come and do that. And it began to give us a concern. Like, can we really do something about that? What we know, can we really put it out there for those people coming that they need our service? So I think that is basically where the Cresters Media started, from service.
Okay, sir. And also, people want to also know not just about the media. You have people you have trained.
Yes.
In the Cresters Media, you have people that are capable of doing something in the Cresters Media.
Yes. By God's grace, we have a lot of things. Basically, should I say, areas of specialization. We have about 6 or more where people are trained already. They can do 1 or 2, and each of these things we use them to propagate. And by the special grace of God, we are going to be revealing these things one after the other on this channel.
So you'll be expecting so many things.
Yeah.
You say that they have people that have been trained. So if you want to be trained, just like the members of the Cresters Media, I think this is a good platform to be trained. Even though you know more about the media, just tag along and see what we have for you. Abi?
Yes, of course.
You are giving them hope now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So now we are actually getting to the closure of our question today. I told you guys that today is for questions. A lot of questions that are already in the mind of people. We are bringing justice to them today. So what should people look forward to from the TCM that is unique? What, all these questions still boils out to one thing. What will people be looking? What do you tell people now? Let them be looking out for. What should they be looking out for?
Okay. I would say, just like we've been discussing, we are going to be having intellectual conversations on this channel. So look out for intellectual conversation on the channel. So any area of life you want us to start from, you can actually put it on the comment section. So just like I've listed some of them, like any area of life at all, we are going to be meeting some of the gurus, some of the heads to do interviews.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I love this so much. I really love this. Me myself, I want to grow. Me myself particularly, I want to grow. I want to become better, especially in the areas of, I know you'll be teaching live streaming. We'll be teaching a lot of things: social media management, even graphic designing, and even give free courses to people.
Yes. Because one thing we are going to be doing here, we are not just going to be talking. We are going to also be showing practicality and showing the behind the scene of some of the setup. Like we want to do setup, just like I said, we are not just going to talk about the intellect. We have some skills too that we are going to be putting out on this channel.
Okay, how can people connect or support your mission? For every mission, I said for every mission, there is a vision. And for every vision, there is a clear purpose. But for you to actually achieve this mission, if anybody is not following you, if anybody is not connecting to your vision, that means it's not impactful.
Yes.
So how can people connect you? Which platform are they going to be connecting you from? And again, how can they support you? And financial support is also inside there. So just tell us, how can people connect to you and how can they support your vision?
All right. Thank you basically for that. You can connect or support us by firstly subscribing to this channel. Yes, it's very important. Like you don't know what your subscription can do. That is number one. You can still,
in fact, subscribe now. Just subscribe now. Subscribe now.
Yes.
No, don't carry it over to tomorrow. Just do it now. That's what he's trying to say.
Yes, you can actually share with a friend. So just imagine that we have 100 persons who are watching us right now, and each of these 100 persons share to five of their friends. It will go a long way. That is the thing already, and I think basically that is that.
Okay. Lastly, we are coming to the last question for today. What will you say to everybody watching you?
I would say thank you so much for watching. You don't know what you've really done, but one thing is sure: impact will be made. Thank you so much once again for watching.
All right, guys. This brings us to the end of today's Cresters Media Studio streaming. So what we are going to be bringing up to you is the practical aspect of what we have said, and you should be expecting us impacting you financially, maritally, spiritually, and to propagate every area of your life. If you even have anything that you want us to focus on, just reach out to us. We will drop our information and just reach out to us. Thank you so much for choosing the Cresters Media, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Very important.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.